And again, it's going to be hard for us to kind of tell.
Look at Coach D over here walking over just to see who they're going to send out from Yorkville, and then he sends over the Montini boy. Yorkville had to send first.
Yorkville doesn't have much of an option. I believe this is going to be Tyler Wilkinson because they only weighed in one guy at 160. So I think he was just kind of making sure of the name.
That's the one huge advantage Montini has. They have such depth in the program where they can make a lot of adjustments.
Yeah, so again, we're not going to know who this is, but
we saw how the Yorkville kids earlier, they bumped them up in order to help them win a couple matches earlier in the day, so it's worked out well for them using a little bit of coaching to move kids around. Down there on the far mat there in overtime. Maybe take a look at that third place match. Big start for if someone can get something constructive done, get an early lead here. 1-1. Just started the on the feet part of the overtime, about 40 seconds left. Nobody's going to score from that position. It looks like they're just kind of wasting a little bit of time. There's the shot in off the break. It's the boy from Antioch with the shot.
Bloomington kid almost stepped right behind him out of the little scramble there.
Oh, nice twisting movement. He's got to climb it to get the two.
He's got 15 seconds. Now he's lifted it.
And that's the mat return it. Oh, nice
job
of switching off. Oh, tremendous work by both of them. Boy from Antioch.
Defensively.
Everything in the world to score, and he just couldn't quite get it done because the Bloomington boy is just a little too athletic. He had that leg hurt it, or up. It hurt me just sitting there watching it. And now they'll go to the second part of overtime. Down here in front of us, nice shot by the Yorkville boy. He's in on the takedown and scores. He leads 2-0. Minute and 5 left, first period. The overtime, the disc rolled halfway across the mat there before it landed. And the Antioch boy will take bottom again. For those of you that don't understand, the second part of the overtime's 2 30-second periods. Cumulative score would be the winner. If they're still tied, they go to the ultimate tiebreaker. Now he's got kind of a slop cradle locked up down there in that third place match, I think. Hard to tell from our position.
It looks like he's got that far leg locked in, and now he's just kind of reset himself to keep that leg in. 10 seconds to go. Over on the championship match, still 2-0. Yorkville has a lead at 160 pounds. 30 seconds to go in the first period.
Again, looking for a corkscrew type of thing. Okay, down there on the far mat, 9. Is that 9 seconds left, Danny?
9 seconds. 9? I think it's 9. Yeah, 9.
No, don't give up the escape late. Good deal. He locked up on the legs. And we'll go to the next part of it. And again, cumulative score, just because the boy from Bloomington would get away, we're assuming he doesn't in the match. They still have to go the full 30 seconds. So here's where you have to decide. On top, you think you can ride him, or should you cut him and try and take him down? What are you going to do, Danny?
It depends on. I wasn't watching when he was on top last time, so it kind of depends on how he did on top. Here, he's just kind of hanging on now.
Now he's
really,
25 seconds to take him down and win it. He trails 2-1.
Nice shot down here by the Montini kid.
They take neutral again
for a takedown. Somebody picked neutral there, so it's 2-2 now. Montini and Yorkville at 160 pounds. Montini cuts him. So now it's 3-2. Yorkville leads in the second period. Bloomington kid steps over down there out of the shot. 4 seconds to go. So he's, it looks like Bloomington's going to win down there at 152 pounds. And Montini gets another takedown here at 160 to go at 4-3.
Okay, so Bloomington take a 3-0 lead down there in the third place match. Here in front of us, team scores 3-0 in favor of Montini. In this particular match, it's 4-4. About 30 seconds into the second period. Boy, he shoots a nice takedown there when he decides to get in there on that double.
Yep, he gets it again, 6-4. So obviously Montini's kid's pretty comfortable on his feet here as long as he's shooting. He gets another one there on the edge.
And again, that's the call I like. At the edge of the mat, these mats are too small anyways. We need to give him some room and get a nice job keeping his toes in to get the two. 8-6, minute and 15 left, second
Yorkville
period.
kid's needs to keep his hands free.
Yeah, because he struggles right there.
Every time he goes to clear his hands, Montini kid gets underneath him and scores.
He's just going to cut him again. Makes it 10-7 now. And we're inside of a minute. Down on the far mat, they just started the 160-pound match. 0-0. The Antioch boy in on a shot. Tries to turn it into a tip or carry position. Didn't work, so he tries to bail out.
Montini kid with another takedown, another escape, and gets in back on another takedown for 2 more. So
he's found something that's going to work, so why bother to change? Because he's looked real sharp here in the last
7 takedowns in this period. So
if he can throw in a power half with that right hand, bailed. The leg came out anyway, or the arm came out from being buried.
15 seconds to go in the second period. Montini's up 14-8 now. 160 pounds. Yorkville leads the duel 3-0.
Down on the far mat, the Antioch boys in on a shot. He needs to get his hips moving. They're going to give him a stalemate there. Again, I like those stalemate calls. When there's nothing going to happen, why bother to sit there forever? The referee's done a good job today as far as looking for that call. Same deal here. Look how the Montini boys controlling the hands.
And there's a stalling call and a point awarded to the Montini kid. Stalling call was on the Yorkville. Minute 45 to go. He sucks it in. Toes couldn't keep his toes in, so toes drag out. 15-9, Montini leads. So obviously he's just going to stay on his feet and keep looking for takedowns and build on this lead and hope for bonus points.
Yeah, he's got to take him down a few more times, but it's just been so active as far as
switches off there. Kind of instead of going to the double, he switches off more to a sweep single. Has a leg up in the air. Yorkville kid's doing a little bit better job here defending, and it's going to be called potentially dangerous with that knee in there.
Minute 17 left, 15-9 in favor of Montini. Be good. So what's he going to need? 2 more takedowns?
No, 6-point lead, so he just needs 1 more if he can ride him. But if the Yorkville kid, can... there's a stall call, so now
the Yorkville boy,
one more takedown pretty much
just lost his confidence as far as things early on. And there's the takedown. Going to make it 18.
And again, a match like this is just, really building momentum towards Montini. Yorkville won that first match. They came out in this match, got a takedown and a ride out in the first period. But since then, it's kind of been all Montini, and going into the next match and future matches, his teammates have watched him come out and pretty much dominate. This is going to be his 9th takedown. So, a good way to kind of get some momentum back on their side.
So we actually got a near fall off that shot, 22-10. I don't think he still could get a tech if he hustles, and he's trying for it.
Israel's going to have him try it.
Again, team points can be real important. You never assume that you're going to dominate or do things later on, so get them while you can. 24-11. What do you have to take him down twice more?
Yep,
not going to work it. He's going to try and turn him with something here. And now instead he gets himself in trouble.
So he's still going to get the major decision, though. 24-13 right now, so an 11-point lead. And, again, he was in some trouble in that first period on the bottom, but in the rest of the match, second, third period, he was able to keep it on his feet for the most part and was pretty dominant.
Down on the far mat, Bloomington leads 2-0 halfway through the second period at 160, and they lead in the duel 3-0.
So Montini's going to take a 4-3 lead in this duel meet here over Yorkville with a 24-13 major decision at 160 pounds. We'll move on to 170 pounds. I believe that's going to be Steve Pozeg from Yorkville at 170 pounds. And we'll check out to see who his opponent's probably going to be Connor Wynell from Montini.